Ooh, a robot in my dino game. Thank you for the resources, though. Hey, you guys just want to keep running into the mouth of it? Besides you want to attack the other end. Not smart of you either. Come on, raptors. Just run right down my mouth. Into my belly. Get into her belly. She's a hungry crocodile. Hello, folks, and welcome to Prov 356. If you're observant, you notice something to the right of my character there. That's right. That's a fabricator. Also, if you're observant, you notice something there. That's right, there's a pistol. And a rifle. If you're really observant, you noticed in the background that potion station has changed. There was an update to the mod. Anyways, there's a fabricator to our right. There's a gun in my hands. There's there's a gun in my hands. And will you show your name, little monkey? And the monkey has a name. Now this may not be the main name. Blaze. That was the name. There he goes. And so that's going to be the name of the monkey for now. We may change it. That's a funny little glitch that happens because that's a half wall. Actually, that's a rail that's been turned into a half wall with a whole wall sitting on top of it. So when you throw the shoulder mount off by double tapping F, the monkey seems to like slide on it. There's a ghost going to sleep on the bed. So I recorded an episode 14, and in that episode we didn't do much. We went and made a metal run. We got enough metal. We crafted up this guy, and we crafted up this guy, and we crafted up this guy. And we started smelting more metal to make some upgrades to the guns. Then when I went to record it, I couldn't find the footage. I checked every file I could, but for some reason, I couldn't find it. So either I didn't record it, either I didn't hit record like I think I did, or once again my computer is acting funny. Either way, it's possible. So because you wasn't here last episode, or rather, because I was here and you wasn't, you didn't learn about the Sarco either. That Sarco we tamed in the last episode, we ended up breeding with this one. I mean, not this one. We ended up breeding with Toothy, and this is the baby. I was going to hold off on names and till it earns its name. It's a little bit more powerful than its parents. I also leveled her up a little bit. Just a little bit. So I leveled her up a little bit. She got her health back in the intervening time. Well, not all the way. But you know what? I really didn't have anything planned for today. I know that sounds bad. Here I am making a series of videos and I don't have anything planned. I mean, I have a lot of stuff I can get done. I guess I could go do an island. I mean, not an island, a cave run. And get an artifact today. But I don't know if we're there yet. So, I'm going to get some more of these metal ingots. And we're going to put them over here in this upgrade station. And we're going to put our guns over here, and we're going to upgrade them some more, because that's why we had to go do a metal run in the last episode, because we ran out of metal ingots. This is the mod of the upgrade station. I think I've already showed it. And so, different material, you see there, you failed to upgrade, 10% of the resources have been lost. It does that every now and then. It's dependent upon your, it's actually dependent upon your crafting skill level. So I've maxed out this guy here, so we're just gonna pull all this back into our inventory, and we're gonna go to our inventory, go to crafting, structures, upgrade, primitive, and we're gonna craft this one here. Inventory. It just snaps onto the end of the upgrade station. And so we want to increase the damage. Increase the damage. There we go. Increases weapon damage used as a regent in augmentation station. Okay, so we're going to place the stuff we have in our inventory in here for it. So it needs hide and fiber and charcoal. Okay, so you know what, we're just gonna pull. So we're gonna pull for I would say 20. That's 10 for each. And then we're gonna put our guns back in. We're gonna put our guns in here, and it's creating this what do they call this? A regent. Yeah. So it's creating 20 of these. We're going to put 10 on the pistol, 10 on the long neck. And what you do is you just hit it. You make sure the structure's not, the structure folder is lit up and not you. And once you hit it, and you go to augment item. And see this number above it? See this here? It says 311. Augment item 341. And we're just going to do that. So we've done each one time. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like Sesame Street. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we know we're just going to do the rest on this one. That's actually increasing the weapon damage that this thing can do. I believe the highest that it can go is 700. Now it can go over 700, but you can't make it over 700. Okay. I would rather have that have gone up to 700 on the rifle than the pistol. But that's just how it is. Sometimes it doesn't go up as high. We can craft more, but you know, right now we're done. Another number you want to look out for is the durability. You see on the right hand side underneath the red writing that says can be repaired at smithy. You see durability 943. Okay, so we want to look for weapon durability. That's how quickly it's going to break. Durability increases armor durability. That's for the armor. Durability increases weapon durability. So can we pull for that? I know we have some obsidian. I don't know how much we do have though. So we're just going to pull. Hopefully we can pull 20 for it. We're going to repair the rifle. We're going to upgrade the rifle with 15 of those and upgrade the pistol with 5. Because the pistol's mainly going to be for fighting, but we have our sword as a backup and our crossbow. This is going to be for fighting and possibly knocking things out if we don't want to use the frog. Nope. Come on. I mean, I wish they had it so that way. I wish they'd update this mod, so there was a button under here where it said augment, you know, 100 times or all the time or all the way, because this click, 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 that can be quite aggravating. And so we're just going to increase the durability. Apparently the durability on this one is as high as it can get. 960 is as high as I can get. That doesn't seem right. Now we can make this go above 700%. That's just the highest you can make a blueprint go. I mean, that's the highest you can make a object go naturally. The way we would make that go higher is if we take these two and we put them up here in this part up top. So we just stick them up there, and if we turn them into blueprints, then we can make that go over 700%. So let's do that, but first we need to take off our scopes that we have placed on them, or otherwise it's going to break the scope. Or worse, it won't break the scope, and then when it recreates the blueprint, it's going to have the scope attached to it, and then that might cause the game to crash whenever it loads back in, because it's going to it's going to try doing the logic that it has, and then it's going to say, wait, the pistol does not have the scope attached to it in blueprint form, and it'll try to produce that, and it won't be able to, and it'll cause the game to crash. So this is create blueprint and create blueprint. Now if we really wanted to cheat the system, we would let's get rid of that guy. Drop. That's from the creative mode. I was flying around getting some screenshots. If you really wanted to cheat the system with this potion from Crazy Crazies, wait, this one's not from Crazy Crazies. This is from X Potions. This raises your crafting skill to 100%. I don't like that. Not to 100%. This one raises it to like 1,000%. It's crazy. And you can make something perfect level pretty much from one blueprint, and I don't like doing that. That's why I have the mod on here, crafting skill. I think I still have it on here. No, I do not. I don't have it on here anymore. I'm gonna have to put it back on here. But it's what it does is, let's see if it is on here. Yeah, it's not on here anymore. I had to start removing some of the mods in order to be able to get the single player world to work multiplayer for my son. And so actually let's take these two back out. We'll leave that guy in there. Actually, let's increase the durability of our sword. And anyways, so I could use that crafting skill and then do these blueprints, and I would make sure that I got it above 100%. You know, I'd get all the way up. But I also have a mod called crafting skill itself, and what it does is it takes all of your Ingram points, because if you didn't know, what you can do is you can create a mind wipe potion, and if you have the settings so that way you can respec as many times as possible, then you eat that respec potion and it totally takes away all of your attribute points that you can reapply, and you could apply them all to crafting skill. That's how you make really good blueprints. That's how you make really good blueprints on official. That's how you make really good blueprints without mods. But this mod that I'm talking about, which I got to reinstall, I had only uninstalled it so that way I could try to get Ghost in. I had to, just start getting rid of as many mods as possible to get him to be able to be on. And so anyways, this mod, what it does is it takes all of your Ingram points and basically resets them for 1 minute exactly. Let's get rid of that. And then it, there's me some pants. that'll match my shirt. And so it takes your Ingram points and places them all in crafting skill automatically for you. So it drops all these down to 0 and then puts all your points in the crafting skill, and then after 1 minute they go back to where they were. I'm going to put that mod back on here, and then I'm going to respec I'm going to eat some mind wipe potion, so that way I don't have to put points in here at all. I could put my points in other places that's more important, and then use that potion, and then all my points would immediately go to crafting skill, and then they would automatically go back to where they belong after that timer was up. And so, but we're not going to do that right now. Maybe we will craft these again later when we can do that. But for now, we're going to get on the road. I'm just going to put this ammo up here. And so we're going to put these blueprints back in here because you have to craft these in the smithy. And so we're going to craft them here. And so now we're going to compare the blueprints to the actual things we just created. So the pistol, the blueprint is 700 damage, and the durability is 960. The actual creation with our crafting skill is 755.3, and our durability is 1043. That's really good. I like that. Let's see how much this improved. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Compare These Weapons. So we went up from 500 to 549, and our durability went up from 1120 to 1216. And that may not sound like a lot, and numerically it's not that big of a jump, but that may mean that your weapon breaks 1 second later, and that 1 second can be long enough for you to survive or die. Yeah, sometimes that last second I was having to craft up, of course I was having to craft up gunpowder in order to make the bullets. To make gunpowder you need spark powder and charcoal. That's why my grill is still running and my fireplace is still running, because I need that charcoal that you get from burning. Did I put my bullets in here? I did. There they are. So we're just gonna put those in. We're just gonna put those in slot 1. Okay, so weapons. When you get late game, you're gonna be ABC. Just remember the ABC. Always be crafting. Always be crafting stuff for gunpowder. Always be crafting bullets. Always be crafting stuff for gunpowder. Always be crafting stuff for bullets. Always be crafting stuff for cementing paste. When you get late game, where did my spy glasses? Not my spy glasses. There they are. When you get late game, you will burn through ammo like crazy. You always want to make sure your weapon is loaded, because if it's not loaded and you hear that click sound when you need to shoot, that could be the difference between you living or dying. Okay, so what are we doing? Weapons, ammo. We can craft 82 of these, so we're going to craft 40. I'm going to craft half as many as I can. Now from here we can go to trank darts. But because we have that frog, we don't really have to worry about trank darts. So we're going to use half of that gunpowder to make those bullets, and then the rest is going to go to making these bullets. Now you can see that I've increased the speed that this thing can actually craft. When you're playing multiplayer, sometimes it's fun to, let things take forever crafting. But when you're playing single player, especially when you're recording videos, you got to get some stuff done. And you can't be standing around all day waiting on stuff to craft. So, yes, I increased it. This is the new look to the crazy potions. I never showed off all the potions that you can make here. I don't use all of these potions, but they are very handy, and they are overpowered. That's why I don't use them unless I have to. These blood packs are used for taming blood stalkers. They're spiders that live on the DLC Genesis map, and you need them in your inventory, or they will suck your blood and kill you. Let's see, that heals the dino. This allows creatures that normally can't breed to breed. This fills up the baby's food, which is just stupid because then the baby's food goes right back down. It's a constant food drain when it's a baby. Its food will drop down and go up and drop down and go up, so I don't even know why you would use that. Suicide potion kills you and kills dinos. Predator vision gives you the same predator vision as snow owls for 60 seconds. Lets you see through the darkness for 60 seconds. This gives you night vision. This gives you XP. This one wipes your mind. Just a normal mind wipe, which can be used on humans and dinos. Will also reset harvesting levels on vanilla theries and moss chops. This is an instant imprint potion. We've used this a few times. Wide awake makes your dinos wide awake by removing their torpor. That's handy if you knock something out and it accidentally gets hit by another creature and lowers the taming effectiveness, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to lose the taming effectiveness on this perfect frog that I just knocked out. So you come back to base, you craft one of these, or maybe you just keep one in your inventory. I don't know. And then you feed it to that, it wakes it back up, you knock it back out, try again. Got a dino without a gender, use this, give them a gender. This applies to like the rock elementals, enforcers, and a couple of other creatures that like griffins. They don't have a gender. Phoenixes. Sedative. This potion will remove food from a dino and max out their torpor. Basically, if they're asleep and they're waking up, you give them this. Makes them hungry and makes them sleepy again. Fed up with Palovias and Microraptor stuns, use this to be immune. Jacob and Sarah would love that. They hate Microraptors and Palovias. They hate both of them. They're part of the game, so I just, I deal with it. This lets them breed quicker. This lets the gestation process be instantaneous. This heals them with the snow owl's healing ability. This makes them grow up quickly when they're a baby. This changes their gender. This allows you to pick them up like a shoulder pet. And this one will unlock all the engrams in the game. This one is very overpowered. As you can see, the cost of it is only 1 fiber. Now you can go into settings, into the actual FAO, the mod, and disable any of these that you want. Like I said, a lot of these are overpowered, and it would not be fair to use these on a multiplayer because somebody could start the game on day 1 and have all the engrams and be able to tame almost any creature, and on top of that they could be breeding. This is another thing of it. It's like an instant knockout, which that kind of takes the fun out of taming, So I'm not going to craft that. And then this one is the same version as the gun, only this is a spear. It is a little expensive. It costs 100 narcotic, but the other potions mod that we have on here is this one right here, and it has a lot of the same potions. The one I use most often is this hunger potion. This one's very handy too, but it's overpowered, and I'm just doing this because we upgraded the durability of these weapons, but we never as we upgraded it, just like if we upgraded our health would have stayed where it was, and as we upgraded it, it would have just kept leaving it behind. lowering, essentially the durability would have been half of what it should have been. So what the repair potion does is everything in your inventory, your clothes and all tools, whether they're in your inventory or on your hotbar, it repairs them. That's a little overpowered, and I don't like using it unless I have to. But like I said, whenever I craft something, I always do it at least once. To be fair, I should drop all my inventory and just do it with only those in my inventory. But you know what? I'm not gonna strain that on that. So let's find out what the damage is of our new guns. So we need something to fight, and that Sarco needs a name. Oh yeah, we crafted one more thing. We crafted this collector, the SS collector. What it does is it collects poop and it collects eggs. You may be asking yourself why we need all that. What we need it for is we need it for when we start making a greenhouse, which we may work on next episode. I will have to do a lot of off-camera grinding of crystal in order to get the stuff we need. Actually, I think we was working on grinding to make a main base, because this is a nice base, but it's time to upgrade. Okay, so you know what? I think we will take eye punch and the cryopod, and we're going to take that Sarco out and get him some levels. Come on, eye punch. There you go. Make sure you didn't have a bag. Come on, you. Let's go, girl. Let's go earn your name. Actually, I won't be earning your name. You've got to earn your name. Usually when I set out to level up a creature, or if something happens while I'm getting it home, that's how it earns its name. What level are you, sir, ma'am? Level 8. Iguanodons are one of my favorite creatures, but we really don't have a need for one right now. Oh, poor Dilophosaur. That move is glitched. It still doesn't show the damage you do. It's been like that since they first came out with it. He thinks he's safe back there. Oh, almost got him. Where did that pink one? Oh yeah, I don't want to make all the multicolored animals go extinct. Hello, Parasauritherium. These guys, you can actually build a base on their back, and that sounds cool, besides the fact that they're very slow. You know what? You guys have probably seen enough of the swamp. I've been there a lot. So we're just gonna go around. Ooh, hello. Deinosuchus level 44. And beavers. Well, how about that? Normally, beavers spawn all randomly all over the map. When I tamed the one we have, we were early game, so we had to go to one of the first places they spawn, which was actually on the other side of the map. It would have been nice if we could have just come right here beside our house and tamed us one. So we're going to go to the right. Actually, we need oil. So we're going to head over to the snow area. But we're going to do it by heading to the right instead of to the left. The Sarco, if you hop off of them in the water, See how they stay exactly where they are? Most mounts, if you hop off of them, they either go up or they'll swim down. Not the Sarco. Sarco stays exactly where you put it, including if you put it up top. You can hop off of it. Where'd that shark go? Anyways, you can hop off of them and just use them as a platform. This is normally how I tame sharks. When I tame a shark, I will lure the shark up to the surface or near the surface. Then I'll hop off. You just have to make sure that oh, there we go. You just have to make sure that your Sarco is on passive. And it does wiggle back and forth, see? So it's not the most stable platform to be sniping animals on. As you can see, I tried to snipe that manta, but I just couldn't get the shot lined up quickly enough. Plus, this game does do a little bit of refraction with the water, and so you'll think you're about to shoot something, and you'll find out that you were not near your target. These are all nodes under the water, which I could hop off with my Anki and get, because Ankis are very good swimmers. But with all those guys right there, I'm not going to do that. Those guys are, let's see if I can say their name. I can never pronounce their name right. Cinderia jellyfish. They can stun me. In a group that big, they could keep this creature, this Sarco, stunned long enough that I'd be in some real trouble. So we're just gonna stay away from them, because you know what? They can't go up on the land. This crocodile can. Oil. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Right now we're gonna go for an oil run. That guy you see over there to my left, flying, a tape jar. They're very good flyers. They can fly in almost any direction. They're not very fast. They do have a tech version that lets you shoot lasers out of it, and they're a multi-seater, so more than one person can ride on it. So if you're playing like on PvE, they're very good. On PvP, you can have one person flying and another person, using their guns and stuff, if I remember correctly. Although that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's one of the things that they keep nerfing and then putting it back in the game. If you do a search of this game, a lot of the changes that they make in this game is because they put something in the game. Ooh, there's an alpha shark. What level are you? Level 4. We can take you. They will put a cool creature in the game, and then they'll get it into the multiplayer, player versus player, PvP. That's what PvP stands for. And then it will be unfair, and they'll start crying, and then they'll nerf it, or they'll come up with a cool thing. They'll come up with a cool thing you can craft, and then the PvP players will start crying about it being OP, overpowered, and that it's not fair, and then they will nerf it and take it out of the game. They have these cool creatures that we can get in a different map called Managarmars. Yeah, I didn't name them, alright? So that's their name. That's what it is. Alright? That's what it is. And they were really good. They don't really fly. I can't quite describe how they move about. It's like they repulse themselves from surfaces, kind of like two magnets repulse themselves from each other. And so They can go under the water. They can go up in the air. They can strafe left and right. There's that turtle we knocked out with the frog a long time ago. We could go tame that guy if we wanted to, but you know what? I have no need of a turtle. Not right now. Eventually we may need a turtle. Because, well, there's some of all these creatures on the shore over there is the ones we had knocked out earlier with the turtle when I was showing you how powerful they are. And so, a lot of the good things in the game that is really cool is nerfed. If you don't understand what nerfed means, it means they decrease how good it is, and this happens a lot because there's a Dinosuchus right there, level 16. Most of the things that they nerf in this game is because of the PvP players. Hello, Dinosuchus. No, you can't eat me. Can't eat me. Here's a Sarco. Hello, Sarco. What level do you happen to be? Level 12. Blah. I'll leave you two alone. Here's another one. What level are you? 16. And I'll leave you alone as well. So anyways, PvP nerfs. Get out of my way, little tree. Get out of my way, trees. Can't you see I'm trying to swim over to the snow area? Can't you see? Are you not psychic? A lot of the nerfs that take place in the game is because they're trying to appease the people that fight each other in the PvP mode. And they make it out like that's a huge part of the community. But if you look at the numbers of the servers that's running and the people that's on the servers, PvP, player versus player, only make up like 15% of the entire player base of Ark. If you look at the amount of servers and the people playing on them, 85% of them is PvE, player versus environment. And it's that way because, yeah, it might be fun to, have a battle every now and then and fight other players. But in this game, the PvP community, every server I've played on has been very... no. No. I do not want to be your lunch. He was coming straight at me with that huge mouth open. And he would have ended us. So anyways, they act like they're a robot in my dino game. Thank you for the resources, though. Hey, you guys just want to keep running into the mouth of it? Besides you want to attack the other end. Not smart of you either. Come on, raptors. Just run right down my mouth. Into my belly. Get into her belly. She's a hungry crocodile. And so the PvP community causes a lot of creatures to be diminished from their glory. Ooh, look at this pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. I don't know what Ark did in their most recent update, but raptor packs, crazy. Normally they're only like 2 or 3. But here lately they've been big like that. Did I see a crocodile over here? I did. Level 80 female. Well, this is the baby of a level 92 male. Sorry. I gotta put an end to you. I'm here for some oil. These glowy things are the silica pearls. We don't quite need those yet. We'll need them eventually. We're not at the point where we need them, though. And anyways, talking about the nerfs to creatures that happen because the PvP community. The devs change a lot of things about creatures that they make, or structures, or weapons. That's really cool, and it's usually to appease the PvP community. And there's quite a rift between the PvP community and the PvE community. A lot of the PvE servers I've been on, the players are nice. They'll help each other when they need help. A lot of the PvP servers I've been on, the people are toxic. And like, even if you go to battle with them, like, they'll start a battle with you. They'll start a battle. You'll go to battle. You'll defeat them in battle. So you'll go into their base. And you think you're going to be able to get all their good loot because you defeated your enemy. But no, they'll have one person at their base that's on popcorn duty. And basically what that person does is they just start throwing out everything they can. All of their blueprints, all of their gear, and basically just throwing it all out. It's called popcorning. And, ooh, there's a pig. And here's some trilobites. These pigs, giant hogs, called daedons. They are not friendly. And although I think I might be able to kill it with this Anki, because Ankies have a lot of health. They have a lot of resistance to damage. It's just easier to come over here and have this girl follow me as my protector. Come on, girl. Let's get some oil. Now you see how she's really close to my creature? You can change that and just hold down the E key, go to behavior, and change follow distance to high. And now she will be further away before she actually follows. I'm going to tell her to go ahead and attack that. I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to tell her to attack this pig. So anyways, PvP versus PvE. That's why I don't like the PvP game. And generally I don't like playing multiplayer games, because the fact that you have to wait on someone else to play a game, that doesn't appeal to me, that I have to wait on someone else to play a game that I want to enjoy. I've always been kind of a loner, and so it doesn't bother me if I'm alone. I know that sounds sad and mean, but it's not. I'm perfectly happy. Like, I enjoy the company of my wife and my son, but I don't, it wouldn't break my heart if I didn't see them every hour. Some people, they have separation issues. They got to see their loved ones or even their friends like every moment. I'm not that way. Maybe it was the way I was brought up. I have 3 brothers and a sister. And, I'll go years without talking to my siblings, and I don't miss them. I mean, it's not like I don't love them. I do love them. Of course, it does help that my brothers and my sister is kind of weird. There you go. Just swim out here. The animation of the crocodile is so cool when it swims. I know that hurts some people's feelings if, somebody doesn't always miss them. And I do miss people when they're not around. But I'm not one of those people that needs people all the time. Unfortunately, here with my health, I've been falling, and I have needed people to pick me up off the ground. And I know what some people's going to say, well, because of my choice of not being friendly to them all the time, that means they may not be there when I need them. Yeah, that's very true. And it's true. There have been some times I have passed out and come to, and nobody's been there. My wife's been gone with her sister. My son's been off to school. And I don't keep friends. I mean, it's not that I would be averse to having friends. It's just, I don't have friends. PvE. So, anyways, PvE can be a very lonesome thing. I mean, I'm part of a PvE server, and even on the server, I might go days without seeing another player. Well, we have people that's quite the opposite on the server. As soon as they get on, they are constantly contacting people online. They're like, everybody jump on, I'm on, please come, let's do stuff. This game is as fun as you want to make it. I mean, right now, you've got to do the boring stuff like this and harvest and gather and stuff like that. And that's boring, but you got to do it. Usually I do this off camera, but I had no clue what I was going to do today, to tell you the truth, when we got on. In fact, I think we are near an end of an episode. Let me check the time real quick. Yeah, I think we may be nearing the end of this episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out Eye Punch. Eye Punch, I've been leveling up your weight. It's time for you to prove it. Get the transfer gun. No. I'm transferring from the Anki to the Pteranodon. From the Sarco to the Pteranodon. And now we're going to cryopod the Anki. When we get to base, we'll take the Anki out because he's a little damaged. He's a little hurt. And so we will take him out and let him heal up. We actually need to go over to Herbivore Island and tame that other Anki that me and Ghost was playing around with. And, get a baby and at least get an imprint. All these penguins right here. I'll come back for you guys eventually. Or maybe I won't. Who knows? You know what? We can grab some drops on the way by. Hey, wolves. Come on. This way. Down the cliff. Come on. Down the cliff. I need you to come down the cliff, sir. That's right. Right down the cliff. Come on. That's why you're not on the top of the food chain, stupid. Oh, Sabertooth's too. In this pig. Let's get his attention. Come on, all of you. I'm doing all this for a white drop. Just gonna be like, you know what? I'm doing all this for a white drop. No. Let's just move right along. A white drop. Really? Prov? A white drop? These guys will scream. They have a move where they yell, and it causes your creature or your character to get afraid. And that's another thing that was nerfed in because of the PvP community complaining about it. There's a lot of things that we could have fun with, but they nerfed them because of the PvP community. Even though it's the smaller community, they tend to be louder when it comes to complaints, I guess. So, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So, how much oil are we coming away with? I went from squeaky wheel to oil. What a transition. 6,000. That's good. I don't know if it's going to meet our needs because I don't know what our needs are right now. But we need oil for everything. We need it in our preserving bin to make beef jerky. We need it in some recipes to craft stuff. We need it to make gasoline, for sure. That collector, the SS collector, it runs on gasoline. Let's see, our base is around here somewhere. I believe that's our plateau right there. There's that Brachiosaurus that we have that agreement with. He can live down here. Stomp around all he wants, even break all these trees if he wants. But he goes past this ridge, and we're going to have a talk. I've built on this plateau many times. I've built down there many times. I built over there, and I mean, it's like Abraham. Everywhere you look on this map is somewhere where I've built. Alright, let's get our transfer gun. Transfer everything from the bird to the smithy. And then, let's see, what else did I go over in the last episode that we lost the footage of? This thing collects. I went over that. It runs on gasoline. Take these eggs. It runs on gasoline, which you can make in the furnace with hide and oil. Gasoline. You need hide and oil to make it. I went over how many. You see my inventory on this is 1,000. Okay. That's not the standard. That's not how much it is normally. I increased that in the I&I fowls. Oh, I could put some of that oil in here and get us some beef jerky going. I just gotta put some cooked meat in here. Oh yeah, and I went over this. And my feeding trough. Where did it go? Okay, feeding trough. You need a feeding trough if you're not going to have your animals in cryopods. A safe meat to always put in your feeding trough is fish meat, because all the carnivores will eat fish meat, but all of the carnivores will not eat regular meat. Some of the carnivores, otters included, they only want fish meat. And so if you give them regular meat, they won't eat it. So if that's the only meat in the trough, they're going to starve because they won't eat it. They also will not eat prime meat if they're hungry. So you have to have either this or this. All right. Now, I also showed a glitch that happens. It was in the original superstructures. S Plus. And when they converted that over to superstructures, which I talked about that in the last episode too. When they converted it over to superstructures, they just somehow inherited this glitch. Whenever you cook fish meat in a fireplace, it gives you both fish meat and regular meat when it's cooked. It's a weird glitch. Like I said, it's been in. So you get both kinds of meat. I believe in episode 2, I started to explain the different kinds of meat. And then I distracted myself. And then I was corrected in the comments. I was reminded in the comments about the different types of meat. There's raw meat. There's raw prime meat. There's raw fish meat. And then there's raw prime fish meat. But then there's also mutton, which is comes from sheep. And then there's a cooked variation of each one of those. The cooked meat takes longer to spoil. Here you see prime meat. The spoil time in this preserving bin is 1 day, 1 hour, and 10 seconds. Up here is in minutes. Okay, that's inside of a preserving bin. That is working. It has spark powder. Now, if we put preserving salt in here, it will last even longer. And we need some oil. We need some of that oil back, please. Ooh, we got a better hatchet. That one's only a primitive metal, so we're going to take that guy, put him in our pocket. Take these arrows. This is the stuff that came from that fight with the Alpha Megalodon. Well, not all the stuff. Some of the stuff was in here already. What was I saying? I get distracted so easily. Blah, 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 blah. The meat. I showed the meat, the different kinds of meat. Oil. That's what we was looking for. Okay, so give me some of this oil. I don't... yeah, that's good. If you have cooked meat and you put it in the preserving bin and you have spark powder working in here, you put some oil, it starts making beef jerky. It's going to make both prime meat jerky and regular meat jerky, because we have 3 pieces of cooked prime meat in here and we have 3,000 pieces of this. Beef jerky are, it lasts a lot longer in your inventory before it spoils. So we're gonna cook some more meat, throw it over here, get some meat, and on our number 2 slot down here, which we're carrying way too much of, we don't need 4,000 meat in our pocket. When we get enough of the meat of the beef jerky, we will carry it instead of the meat. There is actually some creatures that prefer cooked meat over raw meat, but for the most part, all the carnivores prefer prime meat. Okay, I think we've come to the end of an episode. Looks like I need to do a haircut soon. My character's hair is getting long. Alright, folks. Thank you for joining us. This has been more of like a relaxing episode. Next episode, maybe we'll take on a cave and get an artifact. We've moved up to the gun age, so I think we are at the point to go do some caving, get an artifact or two. If you have any name suggestions for the new Sarco that we took out, drop it in the comments. If not, then I will give it a name. If I get enough votes to change the name of this monkey, we'll do that. So if you see someone's comment in a previous video about the name of this monkey, or someone comments in this and you like that name better, then let us know, and we'll try to change it. I'm not stuck on any creatures' names. Well, not all of them. Sally's name is Sally. Okay. And I want you guys to be part of this. This is a community, and so if you guys have name suggestions or ideals for videos, let me know, because I can go through the...
Hold on now. You better be stuck on Bahamadu's name.
Uh-oh. She heard me. She heard me, people. Yeah, we'll leave Bahamadu, and
anything I name automatically has to get stuck.
Okay, anything you name is stuck. Besides the monkey here, okay? I did say he could be named in the comments.
Hey, technically it was the comments.
This is true. She did name it in the comments, people. So, if I get enough votes to change its name, then maybe we will. These, you can get more emotes with different events. And in some of these folders, you can add even more emotes. Sorry, folks, I just don't know what else to say. How about trust in the Lord? Oh, sorry, Sally. I did not mean. That's not a way to end an episode. Trust in the Lord, people.